Brothers and sisters, as you are making your investment, always look out for something that will be everlasting in your field of investment, that people will always look at it and then say, someone did this for the sake of humanity. I'm very glad that I planted trees. These are traditional trees, Musizi trees, that I planted for purposes of creating a shed in this my home area. And little did I know that I was going to create the greatest asset of all times, and that is the creation of fuel, wood that people use for cooking. The rural poor, especially the African child, are sent to the forest when they used to be there to pick firewood. Now it has come to be on record that every child in the 2 sub-counties where I am have set my enterprises, the sub-county of Nabale, the sub-county of Kasao, and the Natifma Town Council. The bulk of the children and families are depending on all the firewood that they derive from my forests. And I'm very proud of it. And I urge all people of goodwill who have the means to invest, please make any one investment that will give you eternal peace. Because the African child is always sent in the wilderness. Their families do not have fuel. They cannot buy charcoal, electricity. We've got electricity, hydropower, but they cannot afford it for cooking. Even urban dwellers cannot. But everywhere I always find children collecting firewood. This is at my home. 20 acres that I planted with the traditional trees, Musizi trees. I don't know the biological name. But every day, tens and tens of children. The parents stay at home. In the African setup, the children are the source of fuel. Since time immemorial, they are sent to go and collect firewood and water. The children are the water suppliers. They are the taps for providing water. And it comes with all the dangers that comes with it. Some of them climb up, as you can see, those that I found on one of the other forests. I know you cannot solve all the problems of this world, but may you, in all investments that you make, do something that you will really feel that I did this for the sake of humanity, for the sake of my Creator. Because at least on this I'm proud that everywhere I pass, even a toddler will put down his cap and leave the mom and whatever they are doing, and they all salute and call me a certain name which I will not go on camera saying. Because I'm their hero. I provide firewood to them. Every single time, whether I'm harvesting my timber, I make sure that all the small cuttings there are not taken and they are not for sale. And this is spanning over 12 villages. And everyone knows. And I do not only, they know that definitely Katika has filled that forest. We are going to harvest at least firewood that will last us 3 months. If I have not, some of them are forced to go and climb. At times I'm forced even to harvest my trees for the sake of having offcuts so that the people around me can get firewood. I am not saying this out of self-pity, but I'm very proud. I'm not going to harvest this tree because as you see it, it keeps growing up, and as it grows up, it breaks off, especially when there are strong winds. When it has rained, that's when you will see even the adults. The men don't come unless when they are picking firewood that they are going to use to sell and buy alcohol. But all women, not only this place, I have forest in 19 places. they will all be full of people collecting firewood. Who will save the African child? We are not going to rely on only foreign aid. But to some of the things that we have capacity, let us do it. These trees are bare 14 years. But you can see how big it has grown, and then it keeps on to getting off the branches. Big boulders, they branch off, they fall off. Naturally, the tree continues going. This tree is going to be here for the next 50 years. And people are going to continue getting the firewood. Because this place here is under a trust. It is an endowment. I gave it out as an endowment to my lineage. And my lineage does not have the capacity to sell or cut a tree, but to allow the community around us. I'll only caution you, it is very risky to be standing under this tree when there are strong winds, because any time a branch can fall off. To the children, that is a windfall for firewood. I urge all mankind, especially those that God has privileged, that in whatever you are doing in your investments, I know we have done a lot of charity, but I'm very proud with my small charity of providing firewood to my community. Those that have provided any other, thank you very much. But to those that are very vulnerable, we should always do something to help them. Thank you very much.